All right. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Makar Kudash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, salutations, and blessings to the hopeful elect, pushing this truth in sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe in the sincere hopes of being delivered in these last days. All right. Now, this article is from the mywelshpool.co.uk and it's entitled Cashless Welsh Pool as ATMs Crash. Now, Welshpool is a very small town in Wales. And, I looked it up, a few moments ago. The population is just shy of 7,000 people. All right. Now, it says here, Welshpool's dire banking situation has come to the fore over the past 24 hours as customers search for access to cash after ATMs crashed. So we have a situation here where, this small town with a population shy of 7,000 people, the people in that town have pretty much found it impossible to actually lay their hands on any physical, tangible cash. All right. And as we just read, it said that, all the ATMs had, mysteriously gone out of service. All right. So just by reading, what we have so far, we can pretty much get the impression that, this may be, an engineered situation. All right. If you will, a social experiment, upon the people. All right. Because how can, a town, of 7,000 people, all of a sudden, all the cash points, go dead, and it's impossible to get your hands on any physical, tangible cash. Now let's carry on reading. It says, since Lloyd's closed earlier this year, the town has been left with no physical bank. And annoyingly, for customers, they took their ATMs with them. Okay? So the last Lloyd's Bank that you see here in the image on the right-hand side, that closed last year. And that was actually the last bank that was in that town. And they closed it down. All right? And you know what? In the UK, they've been targeting a lot of these towns in the UK, in Wales, and I'm sure in Scotland too. And they've been closing down, key banks that people, depend on. Okay? And there's been a lot of articles coming out going into that information. All right? So they're starting with the small towns. Okay? And then soon enough, these things are going to start happening, in major cities. Okay? Now, there's always been, reports regarding, the last 2 or 3 years regarding, the thousands upon thousands of cash points that have been closing down, in the UK in general and also in London. All right. And, I've been witnessing that myself in real time. They've been shutting down banks, where there used to be banks. You're now seeing, a whole different business is set up there. Okay, banks that have been there, solidified for many years, even decades, but all of a sudden, they've just been closed down. Same with cash points. Where you used to see, cash points, now you're just seeing, the wall, plastered over. And you might see a square where the cash point used to be. Okay, so, these things are happening. Okay, this is not tarrying. This is happening. All right, the beast system is being orchestrated and implemented and, solidified right before our eyes, man, in real time. Now, it says here, at the time of their closures, the bank said there were plenty of alternative options to access cash, but problems started to mount yesterday. Tesco's machine was showing out of order, while Apple Greens on Salop Road was also reporting no cash. Only Morrison's facility remained, but a majority of bank users are unaware of the cash machine there, so headed to the post office where queues were growing. All right, because everyone was, heading to the post office because they have the facility in there where you can withdraw cash, straight from your bank account. But that's not, a facility that's built, to host, that many people. All right, so that's just going to cause, more mayhem. All right. Now it says, our correspondent said, I just needed money for a birthday card and ended up wandering around trying to find some. I ended up borrowing from a friend. Others have taken to social media this morning with Nick Kay calling Welshpool the town of no cash. And another called it a joke, adding that not one cash point working in town for those who still like to buy things the normal way. All right, and they've always, talking about how, this transition into a cashless society is going to affect the elderly and it's going to affect, the disabled, all right, because those groups still, are very fond, of using, physical and tangible cash for obvious reasons. Okay, but that ain't going to stop, the New World Order system, this part of the New World Order system from coming into fruition. All right. Now it says Welshpool is being earmarked for the first banking hub in Wales, a facility that will provide banking services for all customers. We have contacted them for an update after they told us earlier this year that a property had been identified, but no date confirmed. All right, so, that's all of the article, and that's the report, and hey, as we keep repeating, beginning with Elder Apostle Tahar on down to the other apostles and elders of Great Millstones on down to us, younger brothers, this is going to happen, all right? This transition, this cashless society will indeed be implemented, all right? Everything is going digital. That's why you hear all of the talk of the CBDCs, the central bank digital currencies, all right? That's why you're hearing the great push in that. And, it's not going to stop. It's going to keep going to eventually, in the very near future, all right, they're going to implement and make mandatory, the MOTB technology, all right, the CHIP, all right, that's coming real soon. All right, now let's get Habakkuk 2 and then we'll close out. All right, this is just a brief update. Now it says, I will stand upon my watch, Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. Verse 2, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. All right? For the vision is yet for an appointed time. All right? And a cashless society, all right, and these things that you're seeing happening, with the economic system, all right, that is part of the vision, all right, that's part of the system, all right, the beast system that Esau is bringing to life. Okay, this is the part of the lifestyle that he's going to push upon the people and cause many people to compromise themselves and submit to this beast system. Okay, this is part of the vision that's prophesied of in the Holy Scriptures, man. Okay, so this is biblical prophecy. Now, you might just think, this is just an article, and it might be a coincidence that, certain banks were out of order. But no, this is engineered. Okay, this is engineered chaos, order of chaos that the wicked are bringing upon the world. Okay, and like I said, they've been targeting, a lot of these towns. Okay, and they've been starting with a lot of these towns. But, very soon, this is going to be a thing that's going to be worldwide. Okay, now look what was happening. I believe it was in Nigeria. All right, when people were trying to get cash out, and they were turning people away, and they were putting daily limits upon withdrawals and so on and so forth. Okay, so these things are actually happening all around the world. But you have to be tuned in. You have to be in the spirit to actually understand what's going down. Because many people are not going to see what's really happening until they're faced with having to make a life-changing decision of getting impaled. All right? So it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. All right? So it said, it's for an appointed time, and at the end it shall speak. And that's how we know that we're living in the end right now, because these prophecies are speaking. Not only are they speaking, but they're speaking loud and clear. Okay? They're speaking loud and clear, man. All right? So there is no doubt, there is no shadow of a doubt that we are not occupying the end of the world right now, man. Okay, and as it's written in 2 Ezra 6 and 9, Esau is the end of the world. Esau is ruling, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. These are the times that we're living in right now. The wicked Esau Edom is about to be thrown down. Okay, and that's why through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, the Lord is accelerating the evil agendas, all right, of Esau Edom for his downfall. Okay? Because really, the agenda that Esau has is really Yahweh Hashem Yahushai's agenda. Like how the Apostle always says, it's really the Most High CHIP. Okay? It's really Yahweh Hashem Yahushai's CHIP, man. Okay? And the Lord is going to use that, all right, to cause that great divide upon the face of the earth, man. All right? So again, for the vision is set for an appointed time, is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Okay? And hey, evidently, Kal Halayim La Yahweh Hashem Yahushai B'Hashem Akar Kodash, it is no longer tarrying. It's right in our faces now, man. Okay? These things are manifesting right before our eyes, man. We can see it happening. Look what it says in the NLT. It says, the vision is for a future time. It describes the end and it will be fulfilled. Okay? It describes the end and it will be fulfilled. If it seems slow in coming, wait patiently. Okay? And to have patience means to suffer. Okay? And we've been suffering, in Esau Edom's kingdom. But now, our suffering is coming to an end. And these curses that are upon our people, okay, are now being translated upon our enemies, all right? Pursuant to Deuteronomy chapter 30, if I'm not mistaken. So it says, if it seems slow in coming, wait patiently, for it will surely take place. It will not be delayed, all right? That's right. It's not going to be delayed anymore, man. That's why you have to, watch the signs. Filter, the things that are happening, the events that happen upon the earth through the Holy Scriptures. That's how we know where we are in the midst of things, man. Pursuant to 2 Ezra chapter 9. Okay? Measured out the time diligently in itself. How do you do that? By using the prophecies, man. All right? So with that, Lord willing, this brief lesson was edifying. And until the next time, I'll say shalom.